This community has a deadly, dirty secret. I want you to forget marijuana, meth, even cocaine. Heroin has taken over as the drug of choice. This year alone, it has claimed 36 lives in Jefferson County, another 15 in Shelby County, and 5 in Tuscaloosa County. None of the victims was an inner-city drug user. In fact, the dead are all young white men and women from Birmingham's suburbs who are dying in vain.
We all thought that heroin was something that happened in the 60s.
It is becoming the drug of choice.
Heroin definitely is in Shelby County.
Do we have an issue here?
No question about it.
We're seeing younger people that are trying it for the first time.
They are walking around with blinders on if they think that we don't have a heroin issue in the Birmingham area, because we do.
But why heroin? Why now? Simple answer, the community has seen a shift in drug availability.
The supply of cocaine has dried up to some extent. It's become more expensive. Heroin is being trafficked in, and it's inexpensive, and it takes a small amount for a user to get a high-quality high.
For many heroin users, the problem started in a home medicine cabinet.
Really, the most pressing issue we have in our community and across the United States is the abuse of prescription drugs, and then that is a gateway drug, and it often leads to the abuse of heroin.
Alrighty. DEA drug take-back programs like this one collect hundreds of pounds of Oxycontin, oxycodone, and other opiate synthetic painkiller drugs. These medications were obtained legally, but often are stolen from parents or grandparents. The secondary user, a high school or college student. Pharmaceutical companies fought back by changing the formula.
Some changes were made in the process of some of those drugs that made it impossible to do what they had done, which was grind them down, heat them up, melt them, and inject them.
No pills? No problem. A bag of heroin is cheaper than a pill. Here's the dirty secret every drug user knows. You don't know what you're buying.
No, you never know what you're getting.
In 2001, the average purity level of heroin in the United States was 13%. Today, it's between 30 and 35%.
Obviously, that is extremely dangerous for the user because they don't know what level of purity they're getting. And if they're not used to a 30% pure heroin and they inject that in their arm, that's what's causing the overdose deaths. Their system can't take it, and they literally die with a needle in their arm.
It's equivalent to experimenting with Russian roulette.
Heroin, a drug of the 60s, has come back more potent, more powerful than ever. Its newest target is your son or daughter.
And what we are seeing is a shift from what people would think as the traditional chronic heroin user that is an inner city user to what we're now seeing today is a young suburban user.
Now, if you live in an over-the-mountain community, don't be naive. The drug is here. The question is, what are you going to do to save the children who are dying in vain? Law enforcement is at the end of the cycle. What needs to happen is to stop the demand for the product.
If parents will take it very seriously when young people start to abuse alcohol or marijuana, for example, if they intervene at that point, they may be able to prevent a tragedy.
Know where they go. Know what's in their room. Risk hurting your child's feelings a little bit is better than waiting until there's a serious drug problem that you have to deal with in a rehab.
If your child's mad at you because you misguessed, okay. That's okay. They'll get over that mad.
You'll still have a child
You'll
alive.
still have a child, absolutely.
1 in 6 high school seniors thinks that it would be easy to obtain heroin. And you know what? They're not wrong. Today on Focus at 4, our series Dying in Vain continues. We're going to introduce you to the young suburban heroin user. The question, do you have one in your home?